Good morning, everyone. On behalf of VKIT family, I welcome you all for today's webinar on problem solving and ideation in association with Indian Society for Technical Education, IST. So let us start the today's session with the invocation song by Shrishti, first year AIML. Over to you, Shrishti.
Faladayaka Nine Vinayaka Faladayaka Nine Vinayaka Ni Faladayaka Buddhi Pradayaka Ni Faladayaka Buddhi Pradayaka Faladayaka Nine Vinayaka Faladayaka Nine Vinayaka Pujarambhati Bhaji Sarambhati ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಪೂಜೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಸುವೆ ನಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಪೂಜೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಸುವೆ ನಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಕರುಣಿಸುವೆ ನಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಕರುಣಿಸುವೆ ನಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀ
जरा वेंकटेश कड़े बने वेंकटेश पीयूसी ನಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ಮಿನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ
Thank you. Yes. Good morning to all. Myself, Dr. P. Vanajakshi, Chief Coordinator, IST Chapter, VKIT, and NIF Coordinator, VKIT, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today, we are conducting a webinar on problem solving and ideation, an IQAC initiative in association with Institutions Innovation Cell. Before going to give a brief introduction about the workshop, I would like to give a brief introduction about the IST chapter. At VKIT, we started a IST chapter institution membership we have taken in the year 2018 with the membership number IM 2745, and we started the student chapter 2019 with the number KA 145. Totally 501 students are registered in IST student chapter. Under IST student chapter, we are conducting the webinars, workshops, and different seminars on technical events. And today also we are conducting one of the technical event on problem solving and ideation. Ideation is a creative process of generating new ideas which can be accomplished through a variety of ideation techniques such as brainstorming and prototyping. If done right, ideation is what helps founders and executives determine the right problem to solve and how to solve it. The different ideation techniques are brainstorming, storyboarding, mind mapping, brain writing, analogies, etc. The objectives of the event is creative problem solving is an innovation framework focused around better ideation and brainstorming sessions. This webinar will help participants to get outside your own mind to unlock new solutions to problems or challenges you have faced for years. This webinar is developed for all those who are looking into innovative, adopt their mindset to look through a new lens and solve problems or challenges creatively. A creative problem solving and ideation workshop will teach you the basics of this innovation methodology and help you implement it effectively into your own work and that of your organization. I request all the participants to get benefited by this workshop in identifying potential problems and efforts to solve those problems which would benefit our society. Today's speaker, Dr. Raviraj, Professor, Department of CSE, G. Trebles, Institute of Engineering and Technology for Women, Mysore. Dr. P. Raviraj completed his doctorate degree in computer science and engineering in the area of image processing. He holds a position of Director, IQAC, and Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at GSSS, Institute of Engineering and Technology for Women, Mysore. He has 17 years of teaching and research experience. He has published more number of papers related to international journals and conferences. 5 research scholars have completed their PhD under his guidance in various universities. At present, he has guiding the PhD scholars in the area of image processing, pervasive and cloud computing, bio-inspired algorithms, and robotics. He has received the project grant of rupees 5 lakhs from the VGST, Government of Karnataka, for the underwater robotics, fish for surveillance and pollution monitoring. He has filed the patent entitled as an effective ROI-based hybrid progressive medical image transmission and reconstruction in the year 2021. He is serving as a PhD thesis adjudicator, doctoral committee member, and subject expert for various universities. He has been served as a chairperson and keynote speaker of many national and international conferences. He serves as an editorial board member and a reviewer for more than 15 international journals and also life member of professional bodies like ISTE, CSI, etc. He has received the awards and recognitions such as Rashtriya Gaurav Award 2015, Sri P.K. Das Memorial Best Faculty Award 2012, Young Achiever Award 2016, Best Circuit Faculty Finalist Award 2019 in his credit. welcome you, sir, for the webinar.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
So, sir, I will request sir to start with the session.
Okay. Okay. Ma'am, can I share my presentation? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you can disable that sharing so that I can share my
Yes, sir.
presentation.
Yes, sir. I will.
You are sharing.
Yes,
You
sir.
just
Stop sharing.
okay. Okay. Now I can present.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay. Okay. Very good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure to be a part of this particular webinar, problem solving and ideation. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks for the officials and coordinators for Vivekananda Institute of Technology, Bangalore, for giving me this opportunity to share this particular session to the students and faculty fraternity. So today's my topic is related to problem solving and ideation. So it's a very important requirements in nowadays, because nowadays students are very sharp, and faculties who are all involving in research and many funding projects, and all so many requirements are there. So this topic is very much related. I believe that this session will give some input, and it will give some inputs to all the faculties and students at the end of this session. So all we have, my dear beloved students, all you have your academics, so many technical subjects and so many seminars and so many things you will have. So within this 4 years of study time, you may acquire so much of technical knowledge. Okay, but the thing is, apart from your academic knowledge, we are supposed to enrich our creativity skills. That means creativity skills, problem solving, innovations, and that are multidisciplinary skills we want to enrich ourselves. That is very much required in nowadays. If you go for placement, or if you go for any companies, or your career, or if you want to become an entrepreneur, or if you want to become a business whatever is there, this capability, this skill is very much required. So importance of creativity and innovation through academics is very, very important. So that this session will give you some inputs to you. So first of all, what is creativity? Okay, so everyone we have some unique talent. Okay, there is no doubt at all. God has created each and every human being with some unique skill,
Sir,
with some unique. Yes, madam.
sir, 1 minute, sir. So please close the screen and again share the PPT, sir, please.
Just a minute.
And their annotation is there, no, sir? In that you have to make disable.
No, ma'am, I have not done anything.
Okay,
Maybe
sir. Okay,
some
sir.
other.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carry on, sir. Carry on, sir.
Okay,
Now.
just. Okay. Okay, is it visible now, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
okay, fine. So this is that creativity skill is very, very important for everyone, because each and every student, each and every faculty members, each and every human being, we are having the creativity skills. Okay, it is in us, but our duty is we want to bring out. Okay, so whatever talent we have, we just identify, and we have to bring out, and we have to do something innovatively to for the societal concern. That is very much important. So it's one of the duty for us. Okay, so if you want to become the creative person, or you want to enrich the creativity skills, what you want to do means, so to generate new ideas by combining and changing or replaying existing idea. Innovation means everyone is thinking about, I want to do something new. Okay, so something new means whatever is the existing already, you can do some changes over that, you can observe or you can do some changes over that. That is a kind of creativity skill. So then one more thing is, if I want to become a creativity I want to become a creative person, I want to design something or I want to innovate something, means my attitude is very, very important. Okay, so each and every student's attitude is, what we want to do means we have to accept the change. Suppose something we are having some idea, we want to implement it, but while implementing there may be some error or there may be some changes, so we are supposed to accept the changes. Okay, so whatever failures or whatever changes or whatever suggestions from others, our attitude should accept the failures and should accept the changes. That is the very, very important criteria for the innovative persons. Okay, so that is these are all the required skills. So everyone is having the creativity skills, so we are supposed to become our duty is we want to enrich that one. Okay,
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅದು ಹಳೆ ಶರ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಅವತ್ತು
okay. So normally there is one beautiful quote is there. It's stating that life is not about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. Okay, somebody is talking. If you the host hello.
ಫೋಟೋ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿಕ್ಕೋ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ
Hello, madam, Vanajakshi madam.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Ma'am, somebody, a lot of people are talking in between. It's a disturbance. Okay, kindly check it.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. I will tell them to unmute.
Otherwise, host, you just tell them to mute all.
Yeah, I have done it, sir.
At last, we can enable. Somebody is talking,
Okay, sir.
somebody is drawing something. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just take it now.
Yes. Yes. Here. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think who is that person? Pratham. He's drawing that line and all.
Yes, I'll. Hello. Hello.
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can start it, sir. Now.
Okay.
Okay. So, the creativity skills is nothing but we want to find our life ourselves. So the beautiful quote is saying that life is not about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. So that creativity skills is very, very important to design our life. So being a student, you have enough time during this 4 years periods of time, you will get a lot of support, you will get a lot of input from the faculty side or through even side. So those inputs you are supposed to convert and create the chance for you. Okay, that is one of the creativity skills, important skills. Okay, so what are the things if you want to become the creative thinker or critical thinking, you are supposed to become good in analytical skills, means what are the things we want to learn through our formal education, means here you are supposed to see 3 important points. One is emphasize the skills of analysis, Another one is logical argument. So we are supposed to increase our analysis skills. So whatever problem in front of you, or whatever project already existing in front of you, whatever invention is front of you, so that you are supposed to think in a different way. Can I do something? Whatever is existing, we are facing some problem in the existing product. Can we do something better than this particular product? That is what the skills of analysis. That analytical skill is always required. So each and every human being is having that, but we are supposed to implement that skills in our day-to-day life. Then automatically we will do a lot of wonders. Okay, that is what the first point is talking about. Second one is logical argument is required. So whatever is others saying, we should not accept. Okay, so we should not accept in the sense, suppose technically or logically, you have to get more and more input from those particular person, or from your guide, or from your faculty, or any social media inputs, YouTube or Google, and so many things. Nowadays, so many facilities are available. Okay, so that logical argument you are supposed to enrich, and you have to become a good critical thinking. Then another one is eliminate the incorrect parts and focus on the correct one. Suppose once we start you have some problem statement, you want to implement the problem statement as a project. When you start the journey, immediately it may take a lead to some wrong parts with your own knowledge or some other guidance. Okay, so you are supposed to recognize each and every step whether we are in the right path. Suppose in between, if anything, if you want to change, that's what I told you, accept the change. We are supposed to accept the changes. Okay, these are all the essential requirements for critical thinking. Then another one is, we have to suppose problem solving skill means we are not supposed to look at the problem, we are supposed to look at the solution. Okay, so suppose whatever solution is required, okay, this problem is there. First, you have to analyze the problem, you have to study the problem, you have to empathize that problem, so that we can implement, we can come out with that particular solution. So that a changing direction is very much required. Okay, so in this slide you can see why we need to be an innovator, or why innovation, ideation, and design thinking plays the major role in nowadays. In earlier days and all, very rarely we can find that inventions. Okay, maybe if I ask who has invented the telephone, means people will say that answer, because in earlier days the invention was very less. But nowadays you see day-to-day life, a lot and lot of innovation, lot and lot of new ideas come up. Okay, we can't say that answer. If I ask who has invented pen drive, who has invented a smart display, who has invented the some advanced Bluetooth earphones, so many things. Okay, all companies are involving in R&D, research and development. So this innovation, ideation, and design thinking is very much required in nowadays students and nowadays faculties, nowadays communities, societies is very much required. So what is ideation and design thinking? So why we want to be innovate? We are supposed to innovate or ideate something for a solution based approach. Okay, so if I while doing something, suppose when you go for final year, you may have project, mini project, main project, or some competitions, hackathon competitions, or some business idea competition. There are so many competitions are there nowadays. If you want to participate, if you want to go with some idea, your idea how it should be, that is very, very important. So when we frame that idea, when we frame the problem statement, the important thing we must follow is users in mind. Okay, suppose one product is there are a lot of customers and users are there, they are using that product, but still that users not satisfied due to some problems in that product, means we are supposed to collect the feedback from the user. We have to think from the user perspective, users in mind. Okay, we should not propose the solutions as you like, okay, as we like, Whatever I am thinking, I should not think it's correct. Okay, so I am always thinking in the user's perspective, user's point of view. Oh, these people using this product, still they are facing the problem. Still, there is no solutions for that particular people. So I want to propose some solution for that particular problem. Likewise, you have to interact with the user, you have to interact with the customer based on their feedback. You have to do the propose the solution. That is very, very, very important. Okay, we are so the innovation and design thinking, the main perspective is user's mind. You keep in your mind as users. Okay, that is then only you can propose the solution. Okay, so that is one. Another one is this innovation and design thinking is not a end process, it's an endless one. Okay, suppose you have proposed one solution, after 1 or 2 years you can rechange or you can add reframe that particular product, okay, by adding some extra features. That is what innovation is. Nowadays you see Windows 11 we are using. Previously it was Windows 10, previously Windows 98, previously 2000, Windows 2000. Like with so many operating system came up. So why they want to release new operating system within 1 or 2 years? Because they have added extra features to support the modern day system and modern day application. That's what innovation, always the iterative process. Okay, it's an ongoing iterative process. Okay, it's not a endless. It's not an endless one. Okay, so it's an endless one. Okay, so then one more thing is we are supposed to solve the problem. Whatever problem you have considered, that problem should give some solution to the society, to the community, whatever, whether it's maybe a students community or faculty community or people community or rural people or urban people or a particular region people or whatever it may be, any kind of applications. But your problem supposed to focus some complex problem or wicked problem. That is what it's very, very important. So whenever we choose the problem statement, whenever we try to solve the problem, that problem should focus towards the users in mind, towards the problems, towards the societal necessity. Okay, that's what it's very important. Okay, there is one beautiful quote by Albert Einstein. You can see that a particular slide. You see that we can't solve problem by using the same kind of thinking we use when we create them. Okay, so we are always supposed to think in a different way. New ways of thinking is required. So because one picture will be there, 5 persons are looking at that particular picture, means all the 5 people think in a different way. Okay, so out of these 5 people, 4 people will say can't do anything. They will look at the things in a normal way. But one person is a critical thinking ability, or one person is having the problem solving skills, means he will look at the things in a different way. Oh, this product is like that, this picture is like that, can we do something over this particular picture to do better? Okay, that is what the skill is. Okay, so we always look at the things in a different perspective. We should not be in a look at the things with the same perspective. That's what this Albert Einstein, he's a very great inventor, am I right? He has invented a lot and lot of products, but he's saying that by his experience, he's saying that we cannot solve problem if you look at the same thinking. We are supposed to be think in a different way. Okay, that's what this thing. So people ignore design means that ignore people. Another person is a famous designer, Frank Kimbrough. So he's a famous designer. He's saying that if you ignore design means that ignores people. Design in terms of design thinking. That means product. If you want to implement some product, or if you want to implement your idea and make it as a product, that is called as a design thinking. Okay, so that's what. So what are the mindset is required for problem solving and design thinking? This is very, very important. Suppose being an innovator or being a student, you have some problem statement, you want to implement that problem statement as a product. So what we are supposed to do? Okay, what should be our mindset means? First one is empathy skills. This empathy skills is very, very important. Okay, so without empathy skills, we will not be a great inventor, or we will not be able to implement any project as a successful project. If I want to implement my project successfully, or if I want to implement my idea successfully, I must have empathy skill. What is empathy skill? What is empathy skill means? Listening their others' feelings. Okay, so we should have empathy in the perspective of users. Okay, that's what it's very important. Empathy skills always very important. So for example, I would say empathy skill is one example. I would say practical example. I would say as Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata is the chairman of Tata Group. Previously, he was the chairman. Okay, so after Tata Group, it's a very big group. It's a very famous group in India. Okay, and from long years back also, that was the group still existing, running successfully. Tata Group. When Ratan Tata was very young, he has studied his educations in abroad, USA. Afterwards, his grandfather told that you are supposed to take the in charge of chairman of Tata Group, because I am getting age. I am old, very much old. I am not able to look at all those things. So his grandfather told him, so you have to take the charge as a chairman of Tata Group. And then Ratan Tata said, I am very too young. And just now I have completed my studies. So I don't know anything about to lead the company Tata Group. So first, I want to learn myself. I want to learn about my company. I want to learn about my employees. So he had the empathy skills. Okay. So what he did know, he in Ahmedabad, he has joined as a one labor in Tata Group. Even though he was the owner of the Tata Group, initially he was not directly appointed as the chairman as for the Tata Group. He was appointed as a labor. He has joined as a labor, normal labor in the Tata Steel Company. Okay, so in Tata Steel Company, 3 years he worked as a normal labor. So by working as a labor, he come to know a lot of difficulties, a lot of ideas, lot of interaction with other laborers, other employees, and he has enriched how my company should be. He had some vision over that. By 3 years being working as a labor, he has learned a lot. So that is what the empathy skill is. He is not thinking in his own way. He is thinking about the company perspective. He is thinking about the customer perspective. He is thinking about the employees perspective. So that after becoming a chairman, he took that Tata company as a great company. Now you see that turnover of the Tata company. Okay, that's what empathy skill is. Then another one is flexible mindset. Flexible mindset always very important. We are supposed to be flexible in listening others' idea, in listening others' feedback, in listening others' suggestions. So that and all flexible mindset. We should not be very strict. Whatever I am saying, it's correct. Whatever I am thinking, it's correct. My idea will work out. We should not stick in that same straight line. If you stick in that same straight line, same idea, definitely your idea, your problem will not be a successful problem. We are supposed to be flexible to change a little bit, whatever is better. Okay. Then another one is experimental skills. So experimental skills is very important. So with this, I would like to tell one example, real-time example, father of ATM, automated teller machine. Nowadays in all bank, we are not going for bank for taking money, depositing money and all. We used to do all the transaction in ATM within a fraction of seconds. So we have to look at the history of automated teller machine. You see, he is the person, he is the father of automated teller machine, John Shepherd Barron. Okay, if you Google it, you come to know about his history. Actually, he is a Britisher. Okay, when the British ruled India, he was born in India only. Shillong, he is born, his birthplace is Shillong in India, Jammu Kashmir. Okay, so he was born in that. Afterwards, after the British rule is over, everyone went back to British. So in London, he has settled there. So at that time, what happens means one day he thought to give a gift to his wife, okay, birthday gift. So he want to take money from bank. Okay, he had less money only in his pocket. So he wanted to take money from the bank and he planned to take some gift and present it to his wife. Okay, on the next day, tomorrow, next day, during his birthday time. So what he did? He went to bank. He stand over the line because at that time, no, if you go to bank to withdraw some money, 5,000, 10,000, we are supposed to take half a day leave. We are supposed to stand in queue, token wise they will call, they will give money. Okay, that's what the scenario before the arrival of automated teller machine. Okay, so he stand in that particular queue. The queue was very long. Okay, he has waited. So the cashier came, he distributed token wise amount to everyone. Before he stand, two person before he stand, cashier told time is over, cash also over. So you all come tomorrow for withdrawing that money. Then this John Shepherd Baron, he got very sad. Okay, how come I'll get money and how come I'll buy gift to my wife? Okay, because tomorrow is her birthday. So what he thought, oh, all problems, all peoples were very sad. Those who are not getting that money on that day. So he looked at the peoples. Oh, many peoples are suffering because of this problem. Even I also suffer. So I can do something to solve this problem. Like that, he thought. Then what he thought, immediately he went. So immediately he left over that bank and nearby one chocolate shop was there. So one chocolate shop market is there, a supermarket. So he went. He went there. A little bit amount he had in his pocket now. He thought at least I'll buy some chocolate and I'll give it to give us a presentation to my wife during her birthday tomorrow. Likewise, he thought he went to that supermarket. Okay, there chocolate vending machine was there. Chocolate vending machine was there. He put that coin over that machine. Then chocolate has come out from that machine. Okay. Then immediately he thought, wow, what a beautiful idea. If I put that one coin, chocolate has come. Why not? If I put my PIN number, why not money should not come? So I want to do something. The same idea I want to implement for the banking purpose. I want to solve the solution of this particular problem. Then immediately he tried. Immediately he tried with the help of some technician, the help of some people. He implemented his idea and first bank from London. One bank he has installed his first ATM. Okay, that is the world first ATM. 1967, June 27, he has invented the first ATM and he installed that in one bank in London. So that is the history of automated teller machine. Afterwards, people got benefited and slowly it was modernized. Then everywhere nowadays we are having ATM. See, one person suffered that problem. So, but he had a empathy skills. Okay, other people also he look at. Many people went with a very sad face because they are not able to get money on that day. So empathy skills changed him as an innovator. He has invented this automated teller machine. So one of the beautiful example. Okay, similar way, you can see one more example. Nowadays, you can see the trolley suitcase. Am I right? All people in the airport, railway station, bus stand, if you look at a heavy luggage will be there. Simply without a strain, without a stress, simply they will drag with one angle. That is trolley suitcase. See, very comfortably, we can carry heavy luggage. Okay, but earlier days, that was not the scenario. There was a trunk suitcase. It was so much weight and so much luggage is there, means very difficult to carry. So he is the business person, Bernard Shadow. 1970. So he has introduced this particular trolley suitcase. So he is the inventor of trolley suitcase. He is a businessman. He used to travel through airways many times. Okay, through airplane, flight. He has traveled many times. So he used to carry heavy luggage every time. Then he found very difficult to carry that suitcase. Then he thought one day in airport he went, many people, old age people, senior citizens and all, or people with different skill people, differently abled people, handicapped people. So everyone suffered a lot. He looked at the people and he immediately thought to do something for this solution. So then what he did in his suitcase, he has this is his first suitcase he has introduced with the trolley. You look at his suitcase, first trolley suitcase. This is the first invention. You see that in between two iron rod is there. So in that iron rod bottom, he has these two iron rod he has fixed. Then all these four corners he fixed the four wheels. Okay. Then instead of carrying, somehow he has to bend and pull that by holding this iron rod. He has pulled that suitcase. Okay. Instead of carrying, bending and pulling, little comfortable was there. Okay, that was the first trolley suitcase. Bernard Sado, 1970, he introduced. Everyone laughed at him. Oh, he's a foolish person. He's doing like that. Okay, what is the use for that? Like that. He was not bothered about anything. Okay, you see that first suitcase he did like that. Okay, but this suitcase is having some disadvantage. Still, people face the problem because they are supposed to bend. Okay, then back pain will come. Okay, they are supposed to bend and draw. Okay, so what he did by seeing this one more pilot. Okay, he is Robert Platt. He is a pilot. He is working in a flight airways in Northwest Airline. He is working as a pilot. Okay, he has seen this problem. Oh, many peoples they are keep on coming like that. They are facing problem. So in 1987, what he did, he modified 1970s whatever Robert Shadow he has introduced. That he has Bernard Shadow he introduced the first suitcase. But this person, Robert Plate, he has modified that particular suitcase and make it a trolley suitcase, which we are using now. Okay. The thing is, he has reinvented. Okay. Shape, only shape he has changed. Idea is same. Instead of four wheels, two wheels, and one long, behind that long iron rod was there. So you can pull that iron rod as you like, height, then you can easily travel without bending. Okay, without bend. Okay, then back pain will be avoided. So this is a kind of innovation. It's a good innovation, obviously. Nowadays, we are very much comfortable in traveling, suitcase and all, heavy luggage and all. But we should remember these two persons, Bernard Shaw and Robert Plough. Without them, this trolley suitcase is not there nowadays. Okay, so that is what the empathy skill, that is what the critical thinking, that is what the problem solving, that is what the design thinking. Okay, there are 5 stages of innovation and design thinking, obviously. If you want to design, if you want to implement your idea as a prototype, immediately we can't. Okay, if you do that immediately, definitely your prototype, definitely your product will be a failure. You will not be get succeeded. Okay, if you want to become a successful innovator, or if you want to implement your project in a successful way, you are supposed to have step-by-step process. What are the 5 stages for implementing your idea means? These are the 5 stages. First one is empathy stage. If I want to do one product with IoT, using IoT, I want to design one product for farmers. Let us assume that. Okay. For farmers, if I want to do some product means, first I should analyze. Empathy stage means I should go and meet some farmers, at least 10 to 20 farmers, those who are involving in agriculture. I have to meet them. I have to discuss them. I have to analyze the problem which they are facing day-to-day life. So that is what empathy stage. Okay, without collecting the feedback from the farmers, I am not able to implement my IoT project for farming, will not be successful. 100% I would say, without meeting, without getting their ideas, suggestions, feedback, if I directly implement my project, definitely it will be a failure. So empathy stage is nothing but to meet the group of people, to meet the concerned people, and collect their feedback and discuss with them or work with them for 2 to 3 days. Then you learn the problem. That afterwards you can define the problem. That is what empathy stage. After that empathy stage only, you are supposed to define the problem statement. Before empathy, before meeting people, before collecting feedback, before analyzing, if you frame the problem statement as you like, as you learn, or as you know in technically, definitely that problem statement will not be a useful one. So first empathy stage, afterwards one day, oh, I thought to do something for the farmer. My problem statement, if I do this solution for this problem, the solution will be very much helpful for the farmers. Afterwards, accordingly, I can define the problem statement. That's what defined stage of defined state followed by empathy stage. Okay. So once you define the problem statement, my problem statement is I want to design one IoT product for this purpose for farming. That is what my problem statement. Okay. Now my problem statement, I define the problem statement very clearly. So after defining the problem statement, we are supposed to get the idea afterwards. How can I implement that idea? How can I, if I want to design one IoT, using IoT, I want to design some product for farmers means, how can I implement? What are the technologies are existing? What are the algorithms are existing? Which algorithm will be suitable? Which I can modify? That and all comes under ideate stage. So ideate stage is nothing but brainstorming stage. We are supposed to do the brainstorming session with your team members or your teacher or your guide or your well-wishers or a set of farmers or some set of scientists. Likewise, we are supposed to have the brainstorming session. Brainstorming session is nothing but whatever they think, they will tell related to your idea. Some person will tell, hey, you do that one, this one. Oh, you can change this one. This will not be working. Already is there, it is failure. Likewise, one person will say. Another person will give some input. So you open for brainstorm. Okay, that's what ideate stage is. Okay, you know the history of ideate stage. Nowadays, ideathon is there. A lot of ideathon competitions are there. Hackathon, ideathon, and all. Smart India Hackathon was there. Government of India used to organize every year. You know, I'll tell you one interesting story behind that ideate stage. Okay, so Rubia simple, you know, everyone nowadays we are using, no, instead of like a dollar, you used to mention one yes, one line, vertical line will be there. Similar way, rupiah simple, we used to have one R symbol and a horizontal line will be there. Upstairs one line will be there. Okay, that is the rupiah symbol. Rupee symbol we are supposed to use nowadays. Okay, instead of RS. Previously, RS we used to represent. But nowadays, quotations or any price details, bills, and all that rupee simple we used to represent. It's a globally share market and all that simple only we have to use for mentioning rupees. So that simple, how it came means, you know, the history means nearly, I think maybe 7 years back, Government of India announced the Ideathon competition. Government of India not immediately announced that simple. Okay, they open to everyone. Okay, so India wants to have one logo, one symbol for mentioning the rubies. So whoever is having idea, you can participate this competition. Okay, if idea, your symbol is recognized, your logo is recognized, you will get a lot of rewards from Government of India. So likewise, lot of opportunities was there. Everyone, nearly lot of response. Okay, many people participated in that. Many people they've given that logo designs. Okay, but this Rubia symbol which we are using now, no, that symbol was designed by one student from IIT Kanpur. Okay, so IIT Kanpur students here also participated, and he draw that particular symbol. You know how the evaluation committee selected that particular symbol. Okay, everyone has designed different symbol, and they told some reasons, shortlisted symbols and all. But when they called this student, IIT student, and they explained what this symbol is representing, he told first, this simple, my intention is that simple should be very easy to write. That is what my intention. Because in India, still many peoples are not illiterate peoples are there. That means rural people not educated well. Still many peoples are there. If you have the simple, very complicated, they will not be able to represent, they will not be able to understand. So whatever symbol I have given, it should be drawn by easily by everyone. It should reach everyone easily. Number one, that is the main objective. Empathy skills. See that students had empathy with village peoples, rural people, uneducated people. That not he has considered. Okay, that's what he came out. Then he said that it's look like a Hindi R letter. So Ruby stands first letter R. Like that he has mentioned. So he has explained, justified. Then his idea, his logo was selected. Now we are using Ruby simple. That's what the story behind that. So that's what the idea state. Ideate, government has announced their competition, so they came out with a good idea. Otherwise, whatever some person they call one official, you give one simple, I will implement like that means we have missed out this one. So that's what. Then after should be implemented as prototype. Prototype can be a working prototype, or it may be a 3D visualized prototype, something. Okay, whatever your idea is there, it should be in the visualizing format. It may be in 3D or it may be a picture. Initially your prototype. Don't, because we can't implement prototype beginning itself, we can't go for real prototype. Then it will be the failure. Okay, suppose if I want to construct one house, immediately I can't go for the house construction immediately. First, I will call the civil engineer to give the blueprint of my house building. He will say, bedroom this much size, kitchen is left corner, hall is center. Like this, he will say the size and appearance of my house, blueprint. Then only I will go for real construction. So prototype is also like that. Once your idea is ready, you are supposed to initially come out with visualizing picture. Then you start to implement. Okay, that's what the prototype stage is. Finally, you go for testing stage before commercializing or before delivering to the end user. Testing to be done. So during the time of testing, some products may get failure. They may reframe. They may rechange. Okay, that's what. This is one history. Okay, so I hope a slide is visible to you. One labor, he's a 8th standard graduate. Okay, he has not studied a degree and all. He's from Tamil Nadu, very rural background. His professional is plumber. Okay, he's a basically plumber. Okay, he's doing whatever plumbing work he used to do that day-to-day basis. Okay, but his wife is bedridden. Okay, due to some illness, due to some disease, she was bedridden. Okay, so this person only has to take care of her. Okay, bedridden means she can't be able to stand up and walk. Always she used to be in bed only. So this person only has to take care of his wife. Okay, what is means, even though any toilet or any urgent facilities, urgent call, anything, whatever it may be, she has to do in bed only because she is not able to walk, stand, and all. So this person only has to take care. So this person had some empathy. Similar to my wife, there are so many senior citizens, elderly people, disabled peoples. There are so many peoples across the world. So everyone is suffered like that. So I want to do something, whatever I know. Likewise, he came out. Okay, this person is Saravana Muthu. Okay, this Saravana Muthu, what he did, he is a blumber no. Whatever he knows, he did one attached toilet facilities under the bed. Under the bed, he designed one toilet facility and one small flush tank, and that will be connected to drainage nearby and pipes, water pipes, everything. So in that bed, his wife can do anything without any difficulties. So that is what initially he did. Okay, with the less cost, with the less prototype he did. Whatever he knows, he did it. You know, one day Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, when he was a president, he went to that particular rural village for some other purpose. He saw his model. Then he appreciated his innovation. Wow, what a empathy skill. It's very much required. Nobody is thinking about this one. Even though we have multi-speciality hospital or anything, many people not able to walk, maybe bone fracture, spinal cord problem, many people in ICU also, somebody has to take them to the toilet. Okay, so it's difficult for them. So this product will be very much helpful. You apply this product for the Indian government. There is a one competition. So Indian government recognized and give that National Innovation Award for this Saravana Muthu. He is the 8th standard graduate. So he had empathy skill. He came out with this product. Once he recognized the National Innovation Award, immediately what happens? He got popularized. Immediately Apollo Hospital came forward and ordered 500 birds. This type of 500 birds they ordered to him. Whatever you do, 6 months of time, within 6 months of time, you design the same bed, 500 bed, you design and give it to us. We will give whatever money you ask. Likewise, they order. Now he is a crorepati. He is not a, previously he was very poor. Now he is a crorepati. During COVID time, many hospitals still order many cards to him. It was very much useful. So still it's very useful. Okay, that is what the innovation is. Innovation, don't think it's very difficult. Don't think it is very difficult to do that. Innovation is actually very easy, but it depends upon your mentality and your curiosity and your hard work. That is what very important. Okay, so the next one is principles of design thinking. Moreover, we come to an end. I hope still 10 to 15 minutes I'll cover. That's all. Okay, so principles of design thinking. So if you want to design something, what are the principles we must follow? One is human rule, that is human-centric approach. If you want to do something, design something, it should be useful to the people. Okay, that's what society. People means society. That's what human rule we are supposed to follow. Another one is ambiguity rule. Ambiguity rule means we are not supposed to copy from other products. So without doing any modification, simply you copy, reflect the other product and claim that it is your product means it's wrong. Okay, so it's not appreciable. So that ambiguity rule we are supposed to. Okay, so there should not be any kind of ambiguity. Okay, that we are supposed to keep it in our mind. Another one is redesign rule. We are supposed to redesign our product or something frequently. We should not be satisfied with whatever product I have given to you. So one example I'll tell you, Nokia mobile phone. Okay, when I was bachelor in my age 26th, I have joined as a lecturer in one college. In my first salary, I bought one phone, that is Nokia phone 1100. Still it is still that phone is not there, but it's a very beautiful phone. Okay, at that time, if you want to buy mobile phone in market, you can find only Nokia. There is no other competitors for Nokia phone. Nokia was very top in mobile uh, markets. So, but Nokia mistake what it means, they have satisfied with whatever they have provided. They have not think about the advancement. But slowly, that time Nokia was in top. Samsung, no more. They are in the bottom in market. But Samsung, what you did, no? Samsung, they involved in R&D, research and development. They have redesigned whatever product. They had customer feedback, customer what they want, what they would like which they've designed, and they came out with the smartphone, smart display, touch screen, smartphone, added features, everything they came up. Suddenly, all of the sudden, what happens? The market will be reversed. Samsung was in very top. Nokia was no more. Nokia closed their company everywhere. Now they are not. They are not able to sustain in the mobile market. Nokia company. So you see the scenario because they failed in redesign. But Samsung was very top in redesign. That's what tangibility rule. That is also very tangible in the sense quality and lifelong that quality and your product uniqueness. That is very important. Tangibility. Okay, so these are all the principles we are supposed to do that. Whenever we have the problem statement, whenever we want to implement, we must follow these principles. Okay, so you see here this slide, relationship between invention and innovation. There is some few difference. You may think invention and innovation is common. No, there is small difference. Actually, your idea is that first you will convert into invention. So that is core mechanism or some main idea. If you convert into prototype, that is invention. But afterwards, your invention should be applicable in some other products as a component or something, some process. If you do with your invention, that becomes innovation. So your idea cannot be converted directly into innovation. The first stage is your idea converted into invention, then it will be converted into innovation. Okay, so always here you see that invention is the first occurrence of your idea for a new product, and process while innovation is the first attempt. Okay, you see here, if you see the diagram, you can see that. Here you see that invention. Wheel is the invention. Wheel is the invention. But we have to apply this wheel mechanism in one car or bike or some other vehicle means that is innovation. When your invention is applying with some other components or some materials, at that time it becomes innovation. You see here, integrated chip. Integrated chip, IC chip is the invention. But when you apply IC chip in any other products like mobile, digital device, laptop, computers, or any device, that becomes innovation. Laser technology, it's an invention. Someone has invented laser. So that is the invention. But if you apply that in one product like laser printer, laser xerox, laser device, laser scanner, like that, if you apply that invention in one product, it becomes process, it becomes innovation. That is what the minute difference between innovation and invention. Okay, so these are all the contemporary innovators, Jack Ma, Alibaba company, and Michael Dell Computers, Larry Ellison, Oracle, LinkedIn, Reid Farman. These are all the Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. These are all the people who are innovators. Okay, previously they had one idea. Afterwards, slowly they have implemented and they have succeeded in their idea. Now they are all top rich persons in this world globally. which makes them as a rich person. Their innovation makes them as a rich person, as a famous person in this world. So they are all the innovators. But innovators means simply they will not become the succeeder. They came across with multiple failures. Finally, they become the succeeders. Okay. So likewise, innovation is okay. So these are the three phases of innovation. So normally, just I put it in the flow chart format. Okay, you see that first you identify your problem, then along with your team members you discuss, then you describe the problem to your team members, get do some brainstorming session, then you come out with some potential. Suppose your problem statement is a broad one, so in that you have to narrow down what specifically you are concentrating. That is potential problem. So according to the customer or according to the customer feedback or the problem, you have to find out the root cause and fine tune your problem. Then phase 3 is accordingly you do the proposed solution by taking the corrective actions. So these are the three phases of problem solving approach. Okay, so these are all the step by step. It's a research oriented problem solving. In this slide I'm saying that those who are doing research or research perspective, if you have some problem statement, how to propose the solution, because many faculties they are doing research, phds. Okay, how means first they will fine tune their research problem. Then once the problem fine tuned, they have to do the survey, literature survey. Because many researchers, we are thinking that literature survey is least bother. Okay, actually literature survey is very important. Okay, so that it will help you to implement very good implementation. It will help you to overcome the existing problem. Okay, so that's why the literature survey always important. Yeah, all the research scholar, what I'm requesting means you focus on your literature survey. What you just do best in your literature survey means definitely your research outcome will be best. So research that literature survey is the base for your research. It's a building basement. Okay, so if your basement is very strong, definitely you will do wonders in your research outcome. So don't ignore literature survey. Don't least bother about your literature survey. It's very, very important. According to our literature survey, you can prepare your research design or you can fine tune your proposal methodology and algorithm. Then you collect your data, database or data samples. Then you execute your algorithm. Then you come analyze those data with the existing algorithm. Then you come out with the conclusions. So these are the step-by-step process for the research perspective. If you have some problem, you have to do that problem statement in this type of hierarchy order. Okay, that's what this slide is focusing about. Now we are coming to the end. In our institute, we have one smart innovation system in IoT. Okay, we have one center of excellence lab. So we have few faculties and working towards the IoT in this particular center of excellence. So we had many real-time experience with our students. So for your encouragement and motivation, I am just sharing few examples. Okay, whatever we did. Okay, nowadays you see air quality is one of the major problem. You see metropolitan city like Delhi, still they are facing problem. Air quality is getting down. So if air quality goes down, air is polluted, definitely a lot of serious causes will be there for human beings and animals. Okay, even we will be suffer with a lot of disease. Okay, so this problem statement we have taken. We are empathizing about the people. Those because air quality, something we want to do, whatever available, nature, with the help of nature. That's what our faculty has guided our students, okay, to come out with the one innovative idea to purify the air. Purify the air by doing the nature. You know, nowadays we have a lot of indoor plants are there. Okay, so few plants is having the capability to purify the air. So our faculty has guided our students to do this particular air purifier project by using indoor plants, using IoT and machine learning. Our students implemented and with all technical and all, I've given machine learning algorithm and some sensors model, server model, everything I've given here. This they came out with the beautiful projects. Okay, it was got selected by Manthan competition. Okay, the state-wise they've received the second prize. Okay, so this is what real-time innovations. Okay, a lot of opportunities are there. These are the implementing. You see, this is the prototype model. You can see in picture. Okay, a lot of indoor plants we have, and some sensors and some circuits we have. Then we used to measure the purification of air in that particular room. One room we have selected, we have tested with that particular prototype for 5 days and 6 days continuously. Then afterwards we check out the purity of air, and a lot of improvements was there. So we proposed this product as a idea in the competition. It got selected. So that is what innovation. So still you see many projects we have carried out in this IoT Center of Excellence. So many projects, all are real-time projects. Okay, Nadi Nidan, using IoT and machine learning we did. Design and development of sensor-based jacket for women's safety. Because since our college is a women's college, so we thought to do some safety and security for women's. So suppose whenever the women are alone, or sometimes they are facing some difficulties, sometimes they need help means, so how that alarm, it will be connected with Wi-Fi and this thing, and it will communicate, and so some precaution measures it will do that. Okay, likewise we designed that product. Then automatic fish feeding we designed. Then indoor vertical farming we designed. So many projects, smart home automations, TensorFlow, object recognition, so many things we have did. These are our students involved in our project. And apart from that, our faculties are there. Many faculties are involving in that, research scholar involving in that. So these are all the examples, just few examples I am saying, real-time project, best projects I am saying that. Okay, likewise, everyone can do. Okay, don't think only these students has done. Okay, everyone having that opportunity, but how we are utilizing this opportunity, that is what I showed that slide for. About finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Okay, so that's what we should be the creator. Okay, so this is always I used to put this slide at the end of my presentation. Whatever presentation I'll give, I strongly believe this particular incident. Okay, so when we were child, when I was 1.5 years old, or when you are 1.5 years old, you are not able to stand erect, and you are not able to walk, you are not able to run as you like now. So what you did, when the child was 1.5 years old, tried to stand up, immediately it will fall down. Okay, so but you can observe, because many of you have children, or many of you came across this stage, many of you have your brothers and daughters and sons. You can observe that a child in that particular stage, frequently when the child fell down, immediately it will cry, it will get some shock, and then it will cry, but it will not leave. Immediately after crying, immediately once again within 1 or 2 minutes of time, it will stand, it will try to stand again. Then it will fall down, it will cry, but it will stand again, it will not leave it. So when you observe that stage, immediately the child is doing like that, means immediately within 2 to 3 days, the child has somehow stand erect. Then it try to walk. That is what the effort is. Similar way, innovation also we have to do. Many failures, many discourage peoples are there, surrounding peoples are there. Many people laugh at you, many people tease you, many things you will come across. But don't give up. Never give up. Okay. If you keep on doing with your idea, with your ambition, if you put your effort, definitely one day you will get succeeded. Your idea will be recognized. You will become the innovator. That's what here, by cradling a child learns to stand. We should not give up. Okay, immediately we have to keep on multiple try. Then definitely we'll get succeeded. Okay, this is what that's all my presentation. I hope I've completed within right time. Thank you to one and all. Now it's your turn. If you have any queries, clarification, let me hear from you. I'll clarify your answers.
Hello. Anybody?
Yes, madam.
Anybody having queries? You
You
can
can suppose you can put the question in chat also, no problem.
in
I
chat
can
box
answer.
also you can put the question.
You can ask also, no problem.
Yes. Come. One minute.
I think first year students are there, ma'am. First year students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, please.
Sir, I have a question regarding technology, current trends in technology.
Okay.
So now we see in technology, each and everything that we learn today, tomorrow it will become irrelevant. So it's fast evolving. So
Okay.
how will it be possible for us to keep acquainted with the latest trend, or how will it be possible for us to get acquainted with new stuff that's coming tomorrow? Because what we learn today, it's most likely to become irrelevant tomorrow. So me
Okay.
being a computer science student, I want to get to know, like, how will it be possible for me to stay relevant to the current trend or current whatever
Yes,
topic?
yes, I understood your question. Very beautiful question. First of all, I would like to appreciate you.
Thank you.
It's a very beautiful question. Practically, we are seeing this scenario in nowadays. So the question you are saying that technologies is keep on changing, fast evolving. Okay, actually, it's a true. But the thing is, the base will not change. Okay, actually, if you are a computer science student, whatever products, if you want to do whatever innovation, if you do that, if you observe that background, some technologies like data structures, optimization algorithms, and database, the backend and the front end connectivity and interface, everything is changed there. But in the front end, no, the way of application by integrating some other extra features is keep on evolving. So what I am suggesting that if you're strong enough in base knowledge, base background, it's very much required. But we are supposed to adapt ourselves according to the changes. Okay, so that's what in all companies, all things, lifelong learning is there. Actually, if you take it as a NBA, one program outcome is there, lifelong learning. So lifelong learning we can't avoid. We should. Actually, lifelong learning means whatever is changes is occurring, we are keep on adapting and adapting ourselves and learning ourselves. But the thing is that can be possible by strong enough in basement. Okay. Hope you have understood.
Yes, sir.
Maybe
Thank you,
nowadays
sir.
you have a machine learning algorithm. Nowadays you have artificial intelligence based products. Okay. But if you look at the artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithm, if you take that and study in depth, behind that many algorithms which we are having already. Neural networks based algorithm, optimization algorithm, and data structure basic search algorithm, that only we are using. Okay. So like that, we are supposed to adapt, but we have to strong enough in base core subjects.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. Thank you. One question is there in the chat box. Why many innovations are failed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is one students they've asked. Why many innovations are failed means actually we are supposed to look at the product now. Okay, without seeing the product we can't say. But generally I am saying I told that the 5 stages: empathy stage, define stage, ideate stage, prototype stage, and test stage. So maybe that may be the reason that person has not designed his problem statement in a well manner, or he failed to find out the right idea to implement that problem statement, that it leads to that failure. So that's what I am telling you. We should not hurry in implementing our idea. We should be take enough time to analyze, empathize, define, and implement. That may be the common reason for failure, I think. Any more questions in chat
Hello.
box? Yes.
Yes, sir. I would like to ask you a question.
Ah,
So you presented us a PPT where you showed different students in your college making different kinds of projects and all that.
yes.
So as students of the first year, what skills do we require to make such projects? What skills do we have to acquire for doing all that?
Yes. Okay. So you belongs to first year?
First year CSE, sir.
Okay, good, good. So this is also a very important question. Somebody is talking in between. Can you please? I'm not able to answer. Somebody. Can you all unmute? Can you all mute your mic except that person? Okay. So I think they are not. Okay, dear. So you have asked one question. No? So being a first year students, what you are supposed to do means first year and second year, you just focus about your programming skills. Okay, that is very important. Programming skill is very much required, so that we have all the fundamental subjects in your first year, like basic electronics, basic C programming, and those things, because that is the knowledge is required for you to become the innovator, to become to implement your project. So first 1 or 2 years, first year you can make a strong enough strong foundation in your basic knowledge. Okay, so that you have to focus more. Then second year and third year onwards, you are supposed to enrich your knowledge, whatever you have learned, the basic, by doing small projects. Okay, that's what is very important. You are supposed to participate in many events. Okay, paper presentation or some like a small event, you are supposed to participate. You gather the knowledge. You have to see the outside, whatever peoples they are doing. Then only automatically you will get some confidence. So slowly it will psychologically it will help you to do your project in a successful manner. Being a first year, you focus about your fundamental subject, because without knowing data structure, without having basic programming skills, how come you will have idea? How come you will implement your idea? So for first 1 or 2 years, you just focus about your subjects, basic subjects. Then you have, meanwhile, you think about the problem situation, so that they have one subject. Now innovation and design thinking, BTU has introduced one subject. It's a 1 credit paper, weekly 1 hour you will have. So that it will give you some basic inputs, how to do the innovations and all. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions from anybody? Participants?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me.
Hello. Sir, in the starting of the session, you said we should always take any product from the point of view of a loser, sir. But sir, it is not necessary to have a positive attitude over anything, because everything, if you are a loser, if you think from user's point of view, it's not necessary to be successful, right?
No, it's not like that. Actually, what I'm saying, it's different. So user's perspective, what you think means, user's perspective, what I'm thinking means, whatever you are saying is correct, because some people's negative attitude, they will give wrong input, they will give something. But being a innovator, you should have the capability to negotiate or to ignore the negative and to take the positive. That's what we are saying, that in user perspective means, one particular product is there, one problem is there, you want to design the product means, the particular user you are supposed to meet. Okay, not all other users. The user should be very specific. Suppose, for example, what I am saying, I want to design one product for fisheries people. Those who are living near the seashore, fishermen are there. Day-to-day life, they are leading by catching fish and selling fish. They are getting into the sea and they are facing many problems. So I want to design one product to the fisheries people means what I am supposed to do. That means I have to get the feedback. I have to meet only the fisheries people, not other people, not other users. In fisheries people, you are supposed to meet many people, not one fisherman or two fishermen. You have to meet 50 or 25 or 30 fishermen. Someone will say, I don't have any problem, leave it. Likewise, they will say. Someone say, yes, sir, we have one problem still, but nobody is helping us. Every day, many people are dying due to this problem. Likewise, they will sensitively, they will say. So likewise, many inputs you will get. So accordingly, you have to segregate. You are supposed to ignore some negative feedbacks, some feedback which will help you to redefine the problem. Some feedback will boost you to do the project. Likewise, you have to consolidate. That is what after empathy, defined statement is there. Okay, while defining and ideate stage, you are supposed to be very careful in taking the feedback. Am I right?
Yes,
Do you agree
anybody?
with me? Do you agree with me? That particular person who asked that question?
Sir, again, sir, there
Ah.
are there will be people who will be like opposing our thoughts also, right?
Yeah,
Like, no, why would you?
definitely they will be there opposing your thoughts.
Sir, but what if that
But
what they are trying to say is valid also? Like, what if we are trying to create
no, some
something?
other people will
Right?
give, no, some other people will give. Then suppose some people opposing means you have to get some other inputs from them. Why they are opposing? What's the problem for that? For opposing, they will say some reason. Am I right?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yes,
They
sir.
will
Yes,
not
sir.
simply oppose. No, if they want to oppose, they have to give some justification. Because of this, I am not agreeing your product, agreeing your against your idea and all. So those points you have to consider, and you have to consider. And you have to brainstorm further whether why this person is saying that. Is it true? Can we resolve something along with this idea? Like this, you have to think about it. Am I correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, fine.
Sir. So anybody? Otherwise, we are going to end the session by vote of thanks. Sir has explained the importance of innovation, design thinking, and problem solving, and the given with a different example for design thinking and how design and the problem we can think and we can solve it by giving the set of example like John Shepherd Baron with the automated teller machine, Bernard Shaw, Robert Platt, and again with Tamil Nadu Labor wins a National Innovation Award for making a remote control bed. So these are the set of examples that has given how we can give the service to the society. So by innovation, design thinking, and problem solving. And sir also explained the 5 stages of innovation and design thinking, brainstorm stage, and the principles of design thinking and the problem solving with a research approach. One of the case studies sir has explained. These are the different categories of the problem solving and design thinking we can carry out in the research and during by using the technology and the science. So this is, I would like to thank everyone by giving the vote of thanks. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. I say that one a lot. Thank you expresses extreme gratitude, humanity, and understanding. I will take this opportunity to present vote of thanks. I thank our JES management, their support and encouragement in conducting this webinar. And I would like to thank the speaker Dr. Raviraj sir for his excellent talk on problem solving and ideation. Thank you, sir, for your excellent talk.
Thank you, madam.
And
Thank
you
you.
have
It's my
spent
pleasure.
your
Thank you.
valuable time with us, and you are motivated our student and the participants in designing the problem and solving and how to solve the problem and what are the difficulties so they may get during the problem solving. Thank you very much, sir. We feel very proud about you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
I thank Dr. Govindra, sir, advisor from Administrator VKIT for his encouragement in conducting this webinar. I would like to thank our beloved principal, Dr. Padmanabha, yes, sir, his motivation and continuous support in conducting this webinar. I would like to thank Dr. D.V. Chandrasekhar, Vice Principal, VKIT, for his support. I would like to thank Convener, Vice President, and President of Institution Innovation Cell and IST team for their support in conducting this webinar and making this webinar a grand success. I also thank all HODs of VKIT, teaching and non-teaching, and all the participants. Thank you very much for your support in participating, and please get benefited by this workshop. So in future, we need your continuous support in making this, conducting this type of workshops. Thank you all. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the coordinators, officials of Vivekananda Institute of Technology. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. I'm very happy to deliver this talk. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Shall I end it, sir?
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.